to day 11. And I should have did this video yesterday because it was November 11th. So how are you feeling? Are you feeling amazing? Are you ready for fats to come back into your diet, right? Or your detox? So these last 3 days are not so much about detoxing. That's not our concentration like it has been in the past. It's about how to bring some healthier fats into our foods before we dive into fries. So this is still a really important part because it's that transition. So I was just snacking on some slivered almonds. So yes, nuts, seeds, oils, those are all coming back in now. So yay! Now, if the 7 days of no fats, it was too much, for example, in this detox, I put that down to 5, and now my transition period is going to be 5. Yeah. So whatever resonates with you and how long you want to do each phase, completely fine. Maybe you only want to do a fast for 1 day. Maybe you want to do a fast for longer. Whatever works with you. Right now, we're going to be making chocolate because I feel like it's that little reward after your detox, right? So first, I want to make some nut milk. So I have 4 cups of water in here, and I have my nut milk bag. And that's going to go into the measuring cup because I'm going to have to strain out this nut milk. Most of the recipes that I do online, I don't take the time to do this in screen. Every once in a while, I want to give it for you guys. Okay. Here it is. Now, my favorite nut milk to make, because you can't get it in the store, is Brazil nut milk. And Brazil nuts have so many healthy benefits. We just keep learning more. It's supposed to be good for the skin, and I forget what else. There's totally something else. So first I have some dates. I'm throwing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe let's say 10. About 10 dates. Now you can do this before or after the straining process. First you want to make sure there's no pits and there's no little tiny stem, which looks like this guy. Oh, can't see it. Like that. You don't want to make sure that's not in there as well, and you take out the pits. Also, every once in a while when I open my date, there's like mold in here. Don't eat that date. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, so we're going to pit our dates. First, and then I'm going to add Brazil nuts. Is that all the dates? Yeah. Let me get a strainer for this guy. I know I had to forget something. So we're going to strain 1 cup of Brazil nuts, and that's going to go in here. So the benefit of having the dates in here is it'll be a nice smooth smoothie, because some of the fiber of the dates is going to stay with the pulp, the nut pulp, and then that's going to be really delicious in any recipe I make for it, because I'll still have those little bit of sweetness from the dates, and then I won't have big chunks in my smoothie. So that's how I like to do it. You could totally blend the Brazil nuts, strain it, and then add your dates or your maple syrup. And vanilla is nice, but I totally don't have any vanilla right now. So let's blend this up. It's got a little bit of dates. What I'm listening for is I'm listening for it to stop having those hard chunks kind of hit the blade. And I did hear a little bit, so I'm just going to blend it a little bit longer. Too much blending! a trip to the sink. And we're already 5 minutes in and I don't feel like remaking this video. Sorry, you guys took a trip to the sink and I'm leaving it. It's the perfection in the imperfections. Just like my business card with one really big glaring mistake. Okay, so right here we have some dates that didn't get completely blended, and I'm just going to allow those to get strained as well. And they're just going to stay with the nuts so that when I make my crackers, they're going to be in there with my crackers, and that's fine with me. So whenever you do this, you're going to pinch off the top so it doesn't come out the top. Make sure you wash your hands ahead of time, which I did. And then it's kind of like milking a cow. You start from the top and squeeze down. I'm very excited for this chocolate smoothie, and I have, oh! It's still squirting. And I have a friend coming over, and I'm sure she's going to be really excited about this smoothie as well. So the rest of the ingredients, as you can imagine, are pretty simple. It's chocolate. I'm also going to throw in some frozen bananas for texture and creaminess. I actually don't put bananas in my vitamin mineral green smoothie anymore, even though I really like them. But I like to save my bananas for this smoothie, and then there would just be way too many bananas. So your call. You can also make this with coconut water, or you can make put in some coconut meat if you did a lot of coconut water in your detox and you got a bunch of meat left over. You can do that as well. I'm also going to be putting in Super Morning Jing by Shaman Shack. It's a superfood. It's got some medicinal mushrooms in there. And I know my body feels really awesome when I drink that. So that's one of the reasons that I'm adding that to my smoothie. Almost done. Almost done, I swear. I'm going to try and get this under 10 minutes. So again, what's going to be left over is a pulp from the nuts, and you're absolutely going to use that in another recipe. If you do not want to make nut milk and have pulp, I don't always do that. Sometimes I buy it. I just want to make sure it's going to be one that doesn't have a bunch of sweeteners and preservatives in it. Find the best nut milk that you can find. Or if you make cashew milk, which is 4 cups of water, 1 cup of cashews, you don't have to strain. Cashews are a nice soft nut. They just get completely blended out, and you don't need to strain, which sometimes I will do. I don't want to do that. And it's interesting, we were doing a nut milk tester with my nieces to see if they liked any of the plant-based milks, and cashew milk was a definite winner. And that was even the store-bought cashews. So, and of course they love cheesecake, so I can't imagine they wouldn't love cashew milk. Almost. Okay, and you know, especially for some reason, Brazil nuts are not like the nut that I like to just eat straight from the bag. It's one of those nuts where I like to, I don't know, is it texture? I want more flavor. Brazil nuts just are my favorite. So this is a nice way. You can make pecan milk, hazelnut milk I've done. But a lot of times, like, I save my hazelnuts for truffles. So I don't know why I kind of do that. I'm like, this nut is for truffles. This nut is for milk. But also, you know, having all these different kinds of nuts in the kitchen. And you can see them right there. My shelf full of nuts and seeds. Is it makes sure I get a good variety, and I think that that's really the key in not getting too much of one thing. because you can have too much of a good thing too. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. Let me just rinse this guy out real quick. Get nice and close to the camera. I'm going to put all 4 cups, because when I make a smoothie, I like to make more than one. All 4 cups in there, and then I have the bananas I froze. I'm going to throw these in here. What else? Get a measuring cup. I think today I'm going to do 1/4 cup of nibs, cacao nibs. 1/4 cup of cacao powder. Got one more smoothie in there. And then I'm going to do 1/4 cup of this morning jing from Shaman Shack. Like I said, completely optional. By the way, another product that I absolutely love that you can try is Chocolate Bliss. Yeah, Chocolate Bliss is another. This has maca in it, some mushrooms. The Chocolate Bliss is a really good product, and I would just put 1/2 cup of that in this, and it's really delicious. So you don't want to mix a bunch of things. Chocolate Bliss is also a really nice way to go. And again, turn this on. Should I hold the camera to make sure it's not going to topple down? We're good, but we totally didn't make it under the 10-minute mark. So another thing I like to do with my smoothies is I get these mason jars, and then that way I can put them into servings and save them for future days. So, got 2 here. And then let's grab this guy. That's like a little mini serving. Perfect. And so now I'll have a couple days worth of smoothies and just ready for me in the fridge. I'm going to drink this one right now. I might drink that one right now, but it'll be good. So here we go. As you're breaking your detox, liquids are always really great. So even like when I'm intermittent fasting, I think what is really nice and easy for my body to digest, things like, if you notice, even if I wasn't vegetarian, there would not be meat in this portion of the breaking of the detox. It's way too hard for our bodies to digest. It takes a really long time, and your body has been resting, which was what we wanted to do. Our bodies have been resting. Fruit, some of the easiest things to digest. Juice is obviously a little bit easier, but then fruit, smoothies, we take away some of that chewing aspect, so it's a little bit easier to digest something like this versus like eating. Just a little bit. So think about that. Like, what ways can I make my digestion and my transition back into eating more foods, a little bit more fats, things like that, easier? But this is one of my favorite ways. So hopefully you enjoy it. And I have 2 more recipes for you. So stick around. I'll see you then.